This episode of Safemoon Knight is a warning. A warning to all those who are good and true to the cause of making the world a better place while using DeFi to do so. This will be a no-nonsense dataset video that addresses a threat to Safemoon and its ecosystem. My night scanners picked up suspicious activity regarding a planned and strategic FUD attack on Safemoon and or on its swap partners, especially Blockbuster's Tech, Grove Token, Crypt, Live Crypto Party, and so on, as well as their affiliates like Bitburn. And I wouldn't be surprised if companies like Mobiquity or banks started to get FUD as well. After my night servers notified me of this incoming FUD attack, I paid close attention to the behaviors and actions of individuals. I cross-referenced my findings with several sources, and it was all in fact indicative of a FUD attack to the aforementioned entities. This video is meant to prepare everyone of this attack and to equip yourself with tools that will help you fight the FUD. I'm talking about level 4 FUD, including YouTube videos by certain entities, Twitter post attacks, poorly written articles, Twitter spaces being attacked by individuals, and websites being created to defame individuals and their actions, all to seed and fuel fear, uncertainty, and doubt. To be prepared to fight the FUD, we must first understand what FUD is. FUD is fear, uncertainty, doubt, usually evoked intentionally in order to put a competitor at a disadvantage. The FUD factor. FUD is a propaganda tactic used in sales, marketing, public relations, politics, polling, and cults. FUD is generally a strategy to influence perception by disseminating negative and dubious or false information and a manifestation of the appeal to fear. Basically, it uses false information, lies, to trigger the emotion of fear, an emotion I know all too well. These scare tactics, this fear, will consequently make people change their thoughts about a certain thing, thus changing one's behavior, which is exactly what these bad actors want, to derail and redirect the current trajectory of a project, a company, or a person. Knowing this, some use the term FUD too loosely, and in doing so they dilute the meaning of FUD. For example, when someone is asking a genuine question about a project, like one asks, "I saw that trading has been halted for this token. When do you think trading will continue again?" That is a legitimate question that seeks genuine answers. Typically, the individual asking the question will ask their question, then wait to hear the response. Once the response is given, the individual will typically thank the person giving the response, then move on. On the other hand, if the individual continues to push back with accusations and use statements, they typically have an agenda. You must be able to differentiate the two. A good amount of most FUD is planned, systemic, and at times paid by the competition. FUD occurs in a very similar pattern every time a FUD campaign is implemented. Those who FUD will try to show doubt with blockchain discrepancies, missing LP, stating that a project is fake or lying, will present an incomplete or false transactional history with no conclusive proof, but instead fill in the gaps with their narratives to fulfill their agenda. They will personally attack the character of the CEO or those around him or to break their credibility. Most of the times, they are complete lies. Now that we know what FUD is and how to tell the difference between one FUDding and one asking genuine questions, also knowing the predictable pattern of the systemic and at times paid FUD, it is important to understand the why. To understand why is there FUD and why is there so much FUD aimed towards Safemoon, BBTF, and other Safemoon partners. This is where things get juicy, so buckle in. I'll deliver this uppercut punch right away and go into further detail later. The main reason for this FUD is that the DeFi space is a great place for hackers, scammers, and rug pullers to take money from unsuspecting victims. Safemoon, BBTF, and the rest of the Safemoon ecosystem is a threat to these bad actors. Because Safemoon and its partners are looking to change DeFi as we know it, they want security, regulations, and above all, want to see justice for all the wrongdoers in this space. These hackers, rug pullers, want to stop Safemoon and its partners from changing the DeFi space because it means they no longer have free reign to steal money from the innocent. This is why Safemoon has such a giant target on its chest, back, and forehead. This is why Safemoon is taking such a long time to put out their products. Security at the highest priority. Let's put it this way. Imagine 100 sharks waiting for you to jump into the water, just so they can devour you once you get in the water. This is Safemoon's situation. Safemoon is the person waiting to jump in the water, and the hackers and FUDders are the waiting sharks. Safemoon must make sure the shark cage is strong enough to withstand these shark attacks. not only withstand the attacks, but also hold up long enough to make the sharks fatigued and eventually give up. The shark cage in this situation is the Safemoon security protocols and safety nets that are implementing and must get 110% accurately before moving forward. Now, it's important to understand that not all FUDers are hackers, and not all hackers are FUDers. Not all FUDers are part of a hack or a rug pull, but instead are at times unknowingly recruited to help break down layers of credibility with FUD, wearing down a project to leave it vulnerable so the real attackers can have their fun, like a well-planned Trojan horse. I'll give you more. Don Bailey was getting a lot of FUD for only seeding approximately $200,000 into the LP upon launch. Why do you think that was getting criticized so strongly? And take a look at who was criticizing it. First of all, who are you to criticize a CEO, how he or she runs their company? You're a nobody with empty words. If you think you could do better, then by all means, you do it yourself. And I wonder what motivates one to criticize a $200,000 injection. Perhaps you wanted to take more. Maybe you saw this launch as an opportunity to hack and take, but $200,000 made you upset because you were hoping to steal more. These FUD attacks will say lies, like websites getting taken down, changed, or information being removed. People will say asinine things like holders don't want to be protected or don't want their assets secured. What a joke. Sure, let's put money into a bank that keeps its stockpile of cash in the parking lot versus a 5-layered security safe. You know who doesn't want security in a project? Hackers. These, and those who want to take advantage of the DeFi space and steal money from those who want to create real positive changes in the world. Citizens of the Safemoon Army, notice the strategy, the systematic and planned FUD attacks on certain companies, certain projects. This is the bottom line. Anyone, any company that looks to change DeFi as we know it is a major threat. A major threat to anyone who takes advantage of this DeFi space. People like hackers, rug pullers, FUDers. FUDers who most likely work in conjunction with these bad players. Safemoon and many of its swap partners look to change DeFi with regulations, sanctions, standards, respect, honor, as they want to make real positive changes in the world. This threatens the rug pullers' playground, and they don't like it. This puts a giant target on the chest of Safemoon and a target on the Safemoon partners. Mark my words, there will be an incoming FUD attack soon against Safemoon and most of its partners like Grove, LCP, BBTF, Crift, and more. It will be systematically done, and it is very predictable. Images of BSC transactions will be shown and given a false narrative. This is FUD 101. They will try to destroy the credibility of the company by attacking the people who work for the company. Look how they attacked Kate Porter. Sick. Look how they continue to attack John. Look how they attacked Bailey, Troy, John G, and the royal family of Dubai regarding Grove. They attempt to attack the people, and most of it is false, fake, made up, a straight lie. I can make a 1-hour video showing you the tweets I myself have received regarding my motives, my intentions, who I am, why I do what I do. They're all wrong. They're all lies. Some say I get paid to talk about Safemoon. Nah, that's laughable. Some say I have insider information. Yeah, I wish. All of these FUDers try to break the credibility of anything that is true and just, because it threatens their way of life. It threatens their paycheck as they take advantage of and destroy project after project by stealing their money. But make no mistake, these individuals also create their own token projects, promising big things to only take advantage of unsuspecting individuals with rug pull after rug pull. They don't want and are threatened by companies like Safemoon, Grove, BBTF, because it threatens their ability to make money in a wild, wild west fashion. This is the Safemoon threat. Now, how does one avoid FUD? How does one fight FUD? You can also reduce people's FUD in other ways, such as by directly telling them things that address any fears, uncertainties, or doubts that they have. In addition, it can sometimes be beneficial to present information that preemptively reduces any FUD that people might have. Directly telling them things that address any fears, uncertainties, or doubts. How much more transparent can someone be than Don Bailey? Coroni used to give AMAs and captain's logs all the time to only find a better way to communicate with his community through other means. A way to avoid FUD is by educating yourself, doing your own research, and getting facts that squish this FUD. Something that helps smash FUD tremendously is transparency from the team, Q&As. Remember, these attacks will be heavily geared toward BBTF, Grove, Safemoon, and others in the Safemoon ecosystem. Think about this. What other companies or projects tokens have more transparency, information, Q&As, and doxing than those within the Safemoon ecosystem. No one is more transparent than those in the Safemoon ecosystem. This is the Safemoon standard. One must be doxed and vetted to be listed on the Safemoon swap. This is to prevent scams, hacks, and rug pulls. Guess who doesn't like Safemoon and their swap partners? That's right, you guessed it. It's anyone who doesn't want to be doxed or vetted. This will lead to changing the DeFi space and will change DeFi forever as we know it. Bad actors in the industry are threatened by this because it takes away their ability to scam or rug pull. Are you starting to understand now their motives for throwing FUD out there? Here's the bottom line. Know that there is a wave of FUD attacks inbound for Safemoon and those in the Safemoon ecosystem. YouTube videos, Twitter posts, articles, Twitter spaces. Be prepared for this FUD and don't let it persuade you one way or another. Do your own research and make your own decisions. None of this is financial advice, but instead is advice for living your everyday life. Don't let emotions dictate your every move, your every decision. Fear is an emotion that can be easily manipulated, stirred up, and controlled to influence your behavior. Don't give FUD that power over you. You need to ask yourself several questions to protect yourself from FUD. First, is the question one is asking a genuine question or a passive-aggressive targeted attack? Next, don't engage in and stay away from negative speculation. Negative speculation is a breeding ground for anxiety, also known as fear. Next, what does your research tell you? Next, if you still have questions after your research, get the answer from the dev team. If you don't know who the dev team is, or you can't reach the dev team, ask yourself if you're comfortable being involved with a company that operates in this non-doxed way. Not all doxed projects are scams or rug pulls, but it makes it easier for nefarious actors to do their thing. Next, do you believe in the company's vision and the company's goals and direction? And last, but definitely not least, do you trust the team? Again, this is not financial advice, but these are tenets I live by in my everyday life. Before I end this transmission, I'd like to share one last thing with you. For all those who follow me on Twitter saw that I recently put out a poll. Many criticized this poll, stating this is a stupid poll, or this poll is pointless, etc. The answer to this poll is obvious, but the poll itself was a trick. This poll was actually meant to uncover the percentage of potential hackers, rug pullers, and scammers in the DeFi space. You can see the poll here. It reads, do you want your crypto holdings to be secured and protected? Or do you want it to be susceptible to hacks and theft? And look at that percentage. 12% said no, security is asinine. But I like to be fair, and will also account for errors in this poll, and will give an error correction of about 2%, just to be conservative with these numbers. Seeing the results, you can see the majority of the people want security. Those who voted this way are most likely those who want to see improvements in the DeFi space and who are tired of rug pull after rug pull. Now we see that there's approximately 10% of people who do not want security. Can you guess what type of person doesn't want this security? Do you know what that means? 10%? I'll show you. According to Insider Intelligence on an article published in April of 2022, they stated that there is approximately 34 million US adults who own cryptocurrency. Only in the US, 34 million. This means that there are 3.4 million individuals who do not want security and safety parameters for their cryptocurrencies. Out of this 3.4 million of individuals, I'm sure not all of them have evil intentions. But let's say only 10% of them are bad actors. That makes 34,000 individuals in the crypto space in the US alone who look to rug pull, scam, or hack. I don't know about you, but even a fraction of this is too much of a threat for any company or any individual. And for anyone who says that, well, this is DeFi, there isn't supposed to be security or rules or regulations, well, I got newsflash for you. DeFi is broken. It's not working. It's destroyed itself with scam after scam, rug pull after rug pull, and a complete revolutionary change has to happen to make things right, and Safemoon is leading the charge. My fellow citizens of the Safemoon army, Safemoon is a major threat to all the bad actors in DeFi. We're talking billions of dollars over the course of a few years. Billions of dollars. So yeah, let's not be ignorant to the fact that a lot of these attacks are premeditated, planned, and strategic. Again, this message is a warning to be prepared for an incoming attack on Safemoon and its partners. We saw this coming, and I will ignore all of it and not give it a platform. You do your own research and make your own choices what you want to do. But most of all, stay vigilant, stay patient, stay Safemoon, and I'll stay Safemoon Knight. Oh, and some good news. Blockbuster's tech just started trading again, and as Don Bailey says, buckle the